What's up, YouTube? Jeff back again here, and today I have something again a little different. We're not doing any Android products. We've got a pretty big product on deck though that I ordered this past Friday as soon as they went on sale. It's the brand new MacBook. It's an Apple product, yes. I do use a Mac laptop. I like to use Mac and Linux and not PC because the majority of the work I do for programming, my main job, my day job, which is as a mathematics researcher and a professor of math, I use Linux for a lot of programming, so I like a Linux-based operating system, which the Mac is, and I also like some of the beautifully designed, thin products that Apple designs. Yes, they are a little overpriced, and this product in particular we're going to talk about maybe a little overpriced for what you're getting, but it is a really, really sexy design on this laptop. So we're going to unbox the brand new 12-inch MacBook, the Retina screen, which basically means you have a high pixel per inch density in Apple's language. So we're going to unbox this guy, the new 12-inch MacBook. I have it in the gold color. So yes, you're welcome to say the gold is flashy, too flashy, makes you look like a douchebag, whatever you want. That's perfectly fine. I happen to love the gold color. I've got the gold iPhone 6 Plus and I got a gold iPad 2, which I'll show you guys, show how it compares to the thinness. So let's go ahead and unbox this product. I'm pretty excited about it. This is going to be my laptop for when I'm traveling. Still going to keep my Retina MacBook Pro, which is kind of thick and heavy. I'm going to use this when I'm traveling and just when I want something lighter to sit on my lap. So let's get into this product. Let's unbox it and check it out. So before we move along to looking at the inside of the box, I wanted to show you guys the specs on the model that I ordered from Apple. We got inside the 12-inch LED backlit HD glossy widescreen display, 2304 by 1440 pixels. That's Retina resolution, Apple says. 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Intel Core M, 4 megabyte L3 cache, turbo boost up to 2.6 gigahertz. You've got 8 gigabytes of onboard RAM, which you can't upgrade. A 512 gigabyte of onboard flash storage, which you can't upgrade. Intel HD graphics 5300. USB Type-C, that's the only port on this laptop. Lets it charge, lets it connect. You need a lot of adapters, we'll talk about that later. Headphone port, that's the only other one besides the USB-C, which obviously you need to listen to music. You've got 802.11 AC Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0. FaceTime camera, which is 360p. That's one thing I was disappointed about. I'll talk more about that in a bit. We got a backlit keyboard, ambient light sensor. We got Mac OS X installed, of course, with Yosemite. Size and weight, we got 0.14 to 0.52. That, of course, is the thickness at its thinnest to its thickest. And 11.04 by 7.74 inches in terms of the other dimensions, right at 2 pounds. So, those are the specs on the model I ordered. This is the second step up. So the base model is $1299. That's around $1,300. Which gives you the 1.1 gigahertz processor and 256 gigabytes SSD storage. I got the second model up, which is the 1.2 gigahertz dual-core processor along with the 512 gigabyte storage. You can step up one more time to do an upgrade for the 1.3 gigahertz processor for an additional, I think it's $250 to $300. It's pretty expensive for the upgrade. Those were also not shipping for 3 to 4 weeks, so that's why I opted not to do that upgrade. Alright, so now that we've looked at the specs, let's go ahead and get into this product. Pretty excited to unbox it. I got a chance to look at these in the Apple Store over the weekend. They look really sleek, really sexy. Let's take a look at this laptop. Alright, so we're back. Let's go ahead and get into the box. Let's see what we've got inside this MacBook box. Let me open up my knife just to get the plastic off, just to get the unboxing effect. You can see right here, actually, FedEx, they put a little dent in my box. I'm a little concerned that this dent is going to give rise to some damaged contents. I really hope we don't get in here and find out that my MacBook has been damaged. That would be pretty upsetting. Alright, so let's open it up. Plastic on the Apple products, thankfully, comes off really nicely. There we go. See, you just pull the plastic right off. Put that plastic to the side. So now, we've got the box. Let's lift the veil. Oh, this is exciting. And there it is. The gold Retina 12-inch MacBook. You can see it right there. The gold shimmers very nicely in the light. The gold MacBook looking very sexy. So let's go ahead and take out the MacBook for a second. We're going to come back to that in just a second. Sit it to the side. It's an Apple product, so we know there's not really that many complicated things inside the box. And in fact, this is the least complicated Apple packaging you're ever going to see. You've got only inside a USB-C cable. As I mentioned, this is the only cable for charging or for pretty much anything. And you can see the cable itself isn't really all that long. I mean, it's probably long enough to charge, but you might like a little longer of a cable if you're used to having the MacBook Pros, which have quite a long cable. I'll see if this ends up being a problem for me, but I was disappointed that Apple didn't give us the MagSafe charging. I'm gonna miss MagSafe charging because if somebody walks by and pulls out my charger while it's charging, that's going to be a little disappointing. It's gonna rip off my laptop, especially since it's so thin. And then, of course, inside with Apple, you always get some stickers. Oh, look at this. This is exciting. We get gold Apple stickers. That is some baller stuff right there. So if you're like me and you want an all gold sort of iPhone, iPad setup, you want to rock out some gold stuff, this looks really, really baller. These I've never seen. Normally you get white Apple stickers. I've seen black Apple stickers. Never the gold. You got your MacBook info, just some useless user guide. You know, all of you guys watching my channel are tech pros. Probably throw that to the side. I'm not going to worry about that garbage. And then you've got some actual sort of pictures of how to turn everything on. They show you that you only have one port on here, which is USB-C. They tell you that that's the only port you need besides the headphone port. So that's the paperwork that Apple gives us inside. The good news is it doesn't seem to be damaged so far. And then you'll see here, the only other thing inside the packaging is the charging brick. So you can actually see here, this charging brick has one of the USB-C connectors. You can plug in your USB-C cord and then stick this in the wall. So this charging brick is actually very small compared to the one for the Retina Pro. I'm going to try to compare that in a second. This is actually more of an iPad size connector. So if you're used to the iPad size, that's what you're going to be carrying around now. So that's nice. Put that to the side. There's nothing else inside the box. It's an Apple product, so you normally expect very little. And with this, you get even less than usual. And so there's the laptop itself. Look how thin it is on the edges. This thing is beautifully, beautifully thin. So you can see there, you've got really, really thin edges on this guy. Really thin there where it comes back to open it up. And then there is no there's no Apple logo that lights up on the front. It's got the actual color of your laptop like on the iPhone and the iPad. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Take off the plastic. See what it's all about. And yes, this laptop feels amazing in the hand. So this laptop feels great. It looks great. You can see the light reflecting beautifully off the Apple logo. And you can see the gold color is actually really classy in my opinion. It looks really nice. You're not going to say that, you know, some people might say it's tacky, but I think the gold looks great. The gold's all the way around. The only black that you see on the bottom are the rubber stoppers that Apple puts on their laptops to make sure it doesn't, you know, stay secure on your desk. And so, if we do a few comparisons, let me compare it to my iPad. So here's the size of the gold MacBook compared to my gold iPad. You can see there the iPad is not that much smaller, really. The gold MacBook, really not that much bigger of a footprint. If you're going to carry this in a bag, if you've been carrying your iPad around, you can probably still manage to carry around the gold MacBook. You can see that they match beautifully well. If you're going to carry around a gold iPad, you carry around your gold MacBook as well. You can see you got the two gold Apple logos, same beautiful gold color. The light hits those. Alright, so that's the Apple, the iPad. And if you want to look at the difference in thinness, you can see the difference in thinness between the two right there. So you can see the difference. The iPad is quite a bit thinner. Obviously this is a full laptop, so it's not really that thick though. You'll see how thin this laptop really is when I compare it to my Retina MacBook Pro in just a second. So it is quite thin. So that's with the iPad. Let's look at a comparison with a few other products. I've got my iPhone 6 Plus. So here's my iPhone 6 Plus. Trying to keep the dust off of my new laptop. A little paranoid. You can see there my iPhone 6 Plus. Quite a bit smaller, of course, because it is a phone. You would hope it would be smaller. But there you see, if you're carrying these around, you got the all gold setup. I'll show you guys a nice picture of all three at the end together when we get done with this unboxing. So there's the iPhone. Of course, you can compare the thinness as well of the laptop and the iPhone. Obviously the laptop quite a bit thicker than the iPhone. The iPhone's an incredibly thin phone, but you can get some idea. It's still not that thick. This laptop is incredibly thin for a full laptop. Alright, and then lastly, a few of the bigger boys to compare to. Let me grab my Samsung Note Pro. So here's my Samsung Note Pro 12.2. So the MacBook has a 12-inch screen as well. And look at that. The Note Pro swallows the MacBook whole. You can't even see my MacBook anymore if I place my Note Pro. It's the Galaxy Note Pro right here. If I place that on top, you can't even see the MacBook. And if you take a look, you can see there the difference in thickness. Of course, the tablet's still a little bit thinner, but this MacBook is competitive. It's quite a thin laptop. And if you want to see just how much of the Retina takes up on the screen of the 12, so there's the additional footprint. You can see there, the Note Pro swallows whole the MacBook in terms of footprint. There's still quite a bit of footprint left. Even though the screen size is only 0.2 inches bigger for the 12.2-inch Note Pro. Alright, so the last comparison that I wanted to do was to compare it to my other Mac laptop. This one is going to be no contest. There's my 15.4 Retina MacBook Pro laptop, and if I place my, let's put them the same direction, if I place my new 12-inch gold MacBook, you can see obviously the 15-inch one swallows it whole. This is the reason I got this 12-inch laptop. Look how much bigger the 12-inch laptop is. I can barely fit it in the whole shot. And if you look here, of course, in terms of thinness, now there's the real difference. Look at that. Look how thin that laptop is compared to the 15-inch Pro. This is going to save you a huge footprint and a lot of weight if you carry your laptop around a lot. So, that's a comparison between some products and the unboxing. I'm going to come back and have some thoughts on the actual use of this beautiful computer. I'm going to open it up, put my information on here, and then I'll give you guys some thoughts on the actual specs, and we'll go through and take a look at the screen a bit in a separate video. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the unboxing so you could get an idea for this laptop, how beautiful it is. It is a bit overpriced. I paid $15.99 for this laptop. I got an education discount because I work for the university, but that's only 50 bucks. For the specs you get, it's certainly overpriced, but I mean, for me, this is such a sexy laptop that I'm willing to pay the extra price for the thinness, the portability, and still being able to do most of the tasks I do. So no, it's not going to do my video editing, my photo editing. It's not going to do my math programming that I need to do, but it is going to handle web browsing, some light photo editing. It's going to handle word processing, Excel spreadsheets, etc. So I'll get back with you guys about some performance once I've had a chance to use it. I'll also show you the interface and the keyboard inside. But that's my initial unboxing, just to look at the actual makeup of the device. If you want to see the inside, let's go ahead and show that before we get out of here. So let's open up the laptop. Of course, you can see Apple has the actual piece of paper there. So you can see the actual keyboard. The keyboard itself is very compact. So that's one thing I'm feeling like I'm going to have to get used to. Also, the trackpad here doesn't actually have a physical click because it's too thin, like the Retina MacBook Pro, even though it feels like you're clicking. So the thing actually it feels like you're actually clicking it down, but this thing is so thin there's not enough room for a full glass trackpad like you have on your Retina MacBook Pro or your old MacBook Pro. So I'm going to use this computer a bit, use the keyboard, get back to you with some real life feedback, because I can't say a whole lot about the operation until I've used it. I hope you guys enjoyed my initial unboxing of the Retina MacBook Pro 12-inch in gold. If you do like my video, please give me the thumbs up below, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to see future content. If you're looking for Android videos, come on back. I still got plenty of Android videos coming up. I just had to unbox this guy because I know a lot of people wanted to see this laptop. So I hope that you guys will come back and check out more of my Android videos. I do have more cases coming up for the S6 and the M9 and all of those products that you want to see. So let's go ahead and get out of here. You can see there I got my whole Apple family today. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Before we go, I wanted to show you guys one last thing. Now that the video is over, I wanted to show you here the size of the charger and the device. So here I've got the iPhone 6 Plus, very small charger. There's your iPad, it's got a bigger charger. There's my gold 12-inch Retina MacBook, a little bigger charger. And there's the full 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro with an even bigger charger. So then you can see here my whole Apple family and the various sizes of the chargers. In particular, if we put together the iPad charger and the MacBook charger, you can see there the difference between the iPad and the MacBook charger. Really, the MacBook charger is not that much bigger than the iPad charger. Alright, well, I wanted to show you guys that just to end the video, show you guys my entire Apple family and the charger sizes in case you're thinking of picking up any of these products, especially the new MacBook. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.